Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Punch Drunk Love. And this movie is directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, and it came out in 2002, starring Adam Sandler. And it was the only PTA film I haven't seen yet. And now I finally watched it, and I thought this movie was really great. And a little bit of background to this movie, or at least my personal experience. I've seen the first half of this movie before, but didn't finish it simply because I just wasn't in the mood at the time. Don't ask why, but I've seen the first half of this movie before and didn't really remember much. And rewatching it, well, I guess half rewatching it, I do feel as though I got a lot out of it. And the experience was something that I valued quite a bit. And I really loved Adam Sandler in this movie. I thought he did a really great job. And he plays like a kind of socially awkward character. And the movie does its best to like get you inside of his head. And the film is very exaggerated, and you like hear certain sound design choices that would be mistakes in other films, but because of how things are presented in this movie, it feels like they're intentional choices, and it does add to the film and to the character and what he's going through. And I also really love the music in the movie. John Bryan did the score, and at points it's very chaotic. Like my favorite scene in the movie is when Adam Sandler has to deal with like four or five different things at once, and he's at his office and he's just trying to balance everything out, and he can only do like one thing at a time. And any other person would just be stressing their mind out, and he's just like, just from his facial expressions, he kind of looks very calm and reserved. But you can tell that he's really trying to like keep everything together, not just from his performance, but also the way the character was built up. And this movie was really funny at points. I was laughing quite a bit throughout the film, and there's so many moments that are just awkward, and it would be like just really uncomfortable to watch in any other movie. But because of how things are presented in this movie, I found it to be really funny. I just love how this socially awkward character just makes so many things really funny because of his interactions with everyone. Like if anyone else that was talking to him, I could imagine it driving them absolutely insane. And I was getting quite a bit of humor from that, and it does drive people insane in this movie. And his family just kind of treats him like crap, and no one really cares about him, and that adds a lot to his character. And there's plenty of different storylines going on in this movie. Not like 20 or so, like something like Crash or something like that, but rather there's like, it's more focused. There's like three different storylines. It's a love story, and there's also like a pudding thing that the main character Barry is buying into, and also a scam company that's going after him. And there's never a dull moment for me, and I was always with it. The movie's also very well shot. There's no scene that stood out to me as like particularly distracting in the sense that it was bad. The film is kind of like in some ways overexposed, but I feel as though that was intentional to like give the movie some personality, and it made it stand out, and it wasn't to the point where I found it to be distracting. And as far as issues that I have with the movie, the only thing that I didn't really like was the bathroom scene in the middle of the movie. I did compliment the movie for making different sound design choices, and that was to get you inside of the main character's head. But in the bathroom scene, I just found it kind of distracting and unnecessary. But that's really my only issue with the movie. And aside from that, I don't really have any other issues with the film. I thought it was really great. I got a lot out of it. It's a great character study film, really funny, great performances. I didn't even mention Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's great in the movie. And he's not in the movie a whole lot, but when he's on screen, it's pretty great to see him. And I do like the idea that this movie is kind of like a Superman in a sense. Like, I'm not really going to go too much into it because I don't want to spoil anything, but I do find that element of the film interesting. So definitely check this movie out whenever you get the chance. I thought it was really great. I think it's one of Paul Thomas Anderson's best movies, although I have to revisit some of his other films because most of them I've only seen once. And I would like to revisit them. So I'll see how good these movies are upon rewatching them. But for now, I thought this one was great and I would highly recommend it. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Punch Drunk Love a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Punch Drunk Love, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Serial Mom. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.